Two CRMs, both live inside Gmail, both promise to fix the one thing every sales team hates: logging contacts manually. So why are businesses picking one, hating it 6 months later, and migrating all over again? This video breaks down Copper and Streak head-to-head, specifically how each one handles contact management, how contacts get captured, how they get organized, and where each tool starts showing cracks. Stay through the end, because the answer changes completely depending on team size, and most comparison videos get that part wrong. Both tools are solving the same problem. Sales teams abandon CRMs because the data entry never ends. Nobody wants to stop mid-email, open a separate tab, search for a contact, paste in a phone number, add a note, and then go back to writing. So Copper and Streak made the same bet. Put the CRM where the work already happens. Inside Gmail, Copper places a sidebar directly inside Gmail. It shows full contact history, deal information, and related files without switching tabs. Emails log automatically. Calendar events sync on their own. Because Copper pulls contacts from existing Gmail history during setup, many teams have a partially populated CRM within hours. Without entering a single contact manually, Streak takes a different approach. It transforms Gmail entirely into a CRM-email hybrid. Every email gets categorized into pipelines. The inbox becomes the database. Every thread can be tagged. Every contact tracked. And the pipelines sit right inside the email list itself. On paper, both sound identical. In practice, the architecture behind each one creates very different contact management experiences. And that gap only gets wider as more contacts are added. So what actually happens to a contact record inside each tool? That's where things get interesting fast. Inside Copper, a contact record is structured the way a traditional CRM would build it. Each person record stores interaction history, linked deals, the associated company, tasks, Google Drive files, and calendar events, all pulling from Google Workspace automatically. Tagging, filtering, and sorting are all built in. Teams can segment contacts by any criteria and target. Follow-ups with precision. On the starter plan at $9 per user per month, contact limits are capped at 1,000. That's lean for any active sales operation. The professional plan at $59 per user per month raises that to 15,000 contacts. It also unlocks bulk email, workflow automation, and lead scoring. Streak handles contacts differently. Instead of a standalone contact record that exists across pipelines, Streak stores contact data inside what it calls a box. That's essentially a row inside a pipeline spreadsheet. Streak automatically enriches those boxes with name, company, and employee count. It also uses what it calls magic columns. These are fields that autofill with system data. No manual input required. When a new magic column is added, every box in that pipeline inherits the field automatically. Common examples include last email date, days in current stage, and total email count with that contact. The data just appears. Nobody on the team has to update it. Then there are formula columns. These go a step further. A team member can describe a calculation in plain language, and Streak's AI turns it into a working formula inside the pipeline. It behaves like a spreadsheet, but without needing anyone who knows spreadsheet syntax. For teams tracking things like deal value, response rate, or time to close, formula columns make those numbers visible without building a separate report. The flexibility is real. But so is the risk. Because it's so easy to create a new column for any data point, sales reps end up storing information on the box that should live on a proper person or company record. After 2 or 3 years of use, the result is duplicate records. The same contact appearing 6 times across 6 different pipelines. Different data in each one. No clear source of truth. Duplicate contacts sounds like a minor annoyance. For any team running outreach at scale, it becomes a real operational problem. So how do each of these tools handle the mess? Copper has been aware of the duplicate issue for years. Users on review platforms still flag it as a recurring frustration. Contact enrichment is available on the basic plan and above, but the duplication is largely a manual effort. It's not automated. Copper's AI sits more at the pipeline level. It flags slipping deals, sets follow-up reminders, and generates email replies. Contact-level AI is thinner than what Streak now offers on team collaboration. Both tools let teams share pipelines and track activity in real time. But Copper also comes with a standalone web application. Team members who aren't working in Chrome can still access and update contact records. Streak is almost entirely dependent on the browser extension when on desktop. The eye gap between these two tools is real and recent. Streak moved faster on AI-powered contact management through 2024 and 2025. Copper moved faster on structure and scalability. Those two priorities rarely belong to the same buyer. One more question that almost nobody asks before buying. What happens to Gmail performance when a CRM is living inside it? Streak can slow Gmail down as pipelines grow. One CRM consultant who implemented Streak across multiple businesses reported that Gmail would take 2 to 4 seconds to load normally. Then Streak would add another 20 to 30 seconds on top of that as pipeline data expanded. The all-in-one setup that seemed like a smart idea at the start became the reason people came to despise it. Copper sidesteps this because its architecture is different. Rather than transforming the structure of Gmail, Copper's Chrome extension layers tools onto the right side of the inbox. It shows deal context without touching how Gmail actually works. The trade-off is that some actions require leaving Gmail entirely. Full pipeline reports, bulk operations, and custom dashboards live in the standalone web app. On pricing, Copper starts at $9 per user per month. Streak's paid features start at $49 per user per month. But Streak's free plan is worth understanding before writing it off. The free tier gives a single user access to basic pipelines, email tracking, and simple mail merge. There's no time limit on it. A solo founder or freelancer can run their entire contact operation inside Gmail at no cost indefinitely. That's a real advantage for anyone not yet ready to commit to a paid tool. Once a team grows past one person, the calculus shifts. Streak's Pro plan at $49 per user unlocks team sharing, advanced reporting, and larger mail merge limits. For a team of 5, that's $245 a month. Copper's professional plan for the same team runs around $295. The difference is $50 a month, but Copper's contact records are cleaner and the data is structured for a proper migration if the team ever outgrows it. Copper is also the only CRM to receive Google's official recommended for Google Workspace designation. That carries weight for IT teams. Evaluating tools for an entire organization. Performance isn't a feature anyone lists on a comparison chart, but it's the one thing that kills adoption faster than any missing integration. Here's the actual split. Stripped of marketing copy from both sides, Streak is the right call for solo operators, small teams, and early-stage companies. Zero learning curve. A free starting point. AI-powered contact enrichment built right into the inbox. The pipeline, a spreadsheet model, is genuinely intuitive. The AI features released between 2023 and 2025 are legitimately useful. But at scale, the contact data gets messy. The Gmail slowdown is real. And when a business outgrows it, there's no clean migration path. The data structure doesn't match any traditional CRM import format. Copper is the right call for teams of 5 to 100 who need clean, structured contact records. Reliable Google Workspace sync. A CRM that won't break the Gmail experience. The contact profiles are deeper. Deduplication is more manageable. And the 2025 edition of built-in project management means agencies and consultancies can run the full client lifecycle from first email to final delivery without adding another tool. The price jump to the professional plan is steep, but the data stays clean. Streak is a CRM that teams will likely need to move off of as they scale. And when they do, there's often no consistency in the data left behind. That's not a reason to avoid it. It's a reason to go in knowing exactly what it is. If this comparison helped, drop a like. It helps this channel reach more people making the same decision. Subscribe if deep dive tool comparisons like this are useful. And if there's a specific CRM showdown to cover next, leave it in the comments. The next one gets picked from there.